What's going on, everyone? So, Underwater is now in theaters. This is the latest 2020 movie. This one stars Kristen Stewart, Vincent Cassell, TJ Miller, and a slew of other actors. This time, they are a bunch of research workers that have to get to safety after essentially an earthquake ruins all their stuff, and they have to get from point A to B. This is a movie that, based on the trailers, I was like, this could either be a really fun time at the movies or this could be a really bad time at the movies. As per most movies, I know that's what most of you are probably thinking, but I went into it open-minded at the same time because I like what Kristen Stewart's doing lately, much in the same way as Robert Pattinson. She's trying to, hide her Twilight career by doing independent movies as well as movies that are risky. And I will say right off the bat, I liked the cast. I think the cast were fine with what they were given. Especially given the fact that they have to do so many stunts and everything. And I know that obviously there were, stunt men, stunt women behind the scenes that also helped. But still, to give that prowess of, these actors having to do these stunts, it's pretty cool stuff, I think. I also like the fact that there is a movie underwater. I mean, I know that's the title of the movie after all, but I feel like that's something that doesn't really get much focus on in live action adaptations of movies. Think about it. You have Finding Nemo and other movies, usually animated form, that focus on underwater material, but I feel like live adaptations of movies don't. And that's why I'm glad, at the very least, that this movie was able to focus on that, because I personally am fascinated by the depths of the sea and what could possibly be underneath it all. So I personally liked that. Unfortunately, this movie was disappointing, honestly. I know I said I went into it open-minded and low expectations, but right from the beginning, I was like, oh no, because the movie starts right off and you're like, is this going to be like Alien pretty much? And it is. This movie is like paint by numbers. It pretty much is the Alien formula. And it's a shame because there are so many different ways of, going about a science fiction survival story other than just following the alien formula. I get it that some movies can get away with, sticking to a formula, but I felt like this movie didn't really add anything to the formula that felt new or renewed. And that's why this movie, for me personally, I just felt disappointed. It's not just the fact that it was copy and paste, it's also that it was visually dull. Like, I found myself actually getting sleepy watching the movie. It wasn't interesting with the color palette that they utilized, and honestly, I think that the camera work also wasn't the best. The score was fine, for the most part. I was fine with that. But in terms of character development, you also really don't know or care about the characters. They felt like cookie cutter horror science fiction characters, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to remember this movie other than the fact that it was a movie that had potential with focusing on underwater life. I mean, that's something that in itself, I personally, if I was a director, I would love to make a movie about underwater life. And people close to me probably know that. And that's why, for me personally, it's just really disappointing talking about a movie like this and feeling like it's just below basic. And Underwater, for me personally, again, it has some technical merits with the score and the sound design, and the performances are fine. But other than that, I can't recommend this movie. That's why Underwater, for me personally, I'll be giving it a 2 out of 5 star rating. Which, yeah, no hot sauce rating. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of Underwater. Did you see it? Did you not? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Keeping it short and simple today. So, again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.